Morning, folks. It's Tuesday in Florida. Kind of dreary day. Gonna try and do a walkthrough of the 1998 Bluebird. Got to do it by myself. Wife's at work today. Color is hammered copper. We rolled that out. It cost us about 200 bucks to paint the bus. We installed 2 extra batteries into the bus. Put a knife switch on the last battery, and therefore when we're parked, we can hit the knife switch, run the bus on electricity. Put in a 2,000 watt inverter. It's more inverter than what we really need or what we're going to use, but if we upgrade to solar and so forth later, at least we don't have to upgrade our inverter also. It'll handle everything we plan on doing. We did the stairs in pennies. It was cheaper to do it in pennies than it was to do it in actual copper. It cost us about 8 bucks in pennies. Even copper paint cost $12 a quart. So it gave a really nice look on the super cheap. We trimmed out a lot of the accents in copper paint, such as steering wheel, push bar, swing plate, the overhead glove box. Just little things to make it look better than so much like a school bus. Around the kitty mirror, which works great as a rear view mirror for seeing traffic down the highway. But this bus was done in 3 weeks for less than 1,500 bucks. That's counting the inverter and the small generator we bought to charge the batteries, since we don't have solar yet. It's a little bit of a mess in here where I'm still doing little odds and ends. All the countertops and floors are 1/2-inch plywood, burned with a blowtorch, varnished several times. The kitchen table is a bamboo post with a cedar slab table. It was one piece of cedar. I cut the board in half, seamed it back together, sanded and polished it. Turned out pretty nice. All the curtains are made out of felt from the department store. We double-sided them so they'd be insulating. We just hang them up with these large paper clip hooks. Then you can drop the curtains whenever you want, fold them up, put them away. Stuck LEDs in a mason jar for light fixtures. We run all the LEDs off 2 6-volt batteries wired in series. And as you can see, it gives us plenty of light. They should last about 8 months to a year, since how LEDs don't draw a whole lot of power, and we don't use them much. Just when we really need to light the place up. Installed them under the countertops for cooking. What's really nice is you can be in here at night, and the way the LEDs are arched, I guess, you get no shadows while cooking or anything else. So it's really nice the way they worked out. And then we got these little spotlights on closeout for 3 bucks a piece from the old Wally World. So we stick them out in charge, and when we only need a little bit of light, we just use them. But they work great as little spotlights. Did these floating counters over top of the main counter. They all have a 4-inch lip on them above the bottom of the shelf, so nothing can really bounce out too well. We hung these mason jars up for just unscrew them, drink out of them, store beans, rice, pastas, whatever you want. We use a small stand-up freezer rather than a fridge, because we can just freeze saltwater water bottles, stay colder longer due to the salt in them. And then we keep all of our frozen goods in there. When we need something out, we just throw it in this cooler, let it thaw. Keeps all our drinks cold, vegetables cold, cheeses, butters, all that good stuff. And then we just use our cooler as the refrigerator. Meanwhile, we have frozen goods also. Comes in a lot more handy, in my opinion, than having a fridge freezer. We did all the shelving in the kitchen on a 1-inch drop to the back side. So Gravity kind of holds it in place and it doesn't bounce as you're going down the road and fall out. Down in this other end is where we installed our inverter. Got a little two top gas burner there. All our cookware up top, down below. Got this futon off Craigslist for 45 bucks. Came with a cushion. Didn't want the cushion, it was all stained up and stinky. So we cleaned up the frame, jacked it up 8 inches, trimmed it out with bamboo. So we can also use it for underbed storage. Still able to fold up into a couch also. We're going to get a new cushion for it. But it'll hold 5 58-quart Tupperwares underneath. More storage than we need. This is our composting toilet. You just lift this one up, lift this one up, and then there's your toilet. This one goes in front of the window, gives you some little bit of privacy besides the curtain. That drop down table gives you privacy from the front, so it's almost like you're in a little enclosed space once you have to go to the potty. Worked out really well. The sink is a copper tub. Ordered that off Amazon. I made the faucet and gave it a little artsy look. Had it come out under the bus so we can hook up a water hose. Little water container, we just drop a frozen water bottle in. Keeps the water nice and cold for drinking during the day. Another one of the little $3 spotlights. Underneath, put in shelving. It's not much, but it's enough to hold our bathroom supplies, cleaning supplies, that kind of thing. Got two, kind of hard to see, it's dark, but have two 7-gallon water containers for backup water. And like I say, we can also hook up the faucet anytime we're in a campground, park, anything like that, to one of their spigots. So we do have running water, and we have emergency water. That little table was the yellow one on the clips earlier, the refinish into a wood finish, kind of matched the interior of the bus. Yellow just was clashing a bit. Picked that up for free. Excuse the tools. Still doing odds and ends, like I say. Got 2 more Culligan tanks for backup water. Water's a very important thing when you're on the road. That is the rear bus heater does a heck of a job. It'll heat this place up in 10 minutes. Got a floating shelf above the bed, holds extra blankets, clothes, etc. A little swing hammock, put t-shirts, socks, all that kind of stuff in there. Keeps it from falling around. And like I say, we got plenty of storage under the bed. Even enough room for our camping backpacks over there. But like I say, this bus was done in 3 weeks for less than 1,500 bucks. A few good ideas and a whole lot of willpower. I'm going to try to attach a few pictures on the end of this video of the awning I installed yesterday from a sunsail we had over our back patio, and an old windsurfer mast that I picked up for free off Craigslist that we used to use for our flagpole in the backyard. But now it's the stabilizer for our sunsail awning. But this is going to be our new tiny home on wheels. And like I say, these curtains are super simple to get rid of for during the day. Just clip them and unclip them, day or night. But when I get all this mess cleaned up and we get the futon mattress in and so forth, I'll be posting another video. We'd appreciate your likes, your comments. Follow us on our channel, Time for Change. That's even another reason we worked in the pennies, because we kind of built the bus on pennies. We don't have a whole lot of money. We bought a cheap bus. Got us a new tiny home on wheels. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you soon.